good evening. And tonight, I want to begin by telling you who I am. Well, because tonight, for the first time on this life in many months, I am not going to speak to you as a neutral voice. Well, tonight, I speak to you as a Gambian sports journalist, a member of the Gambia Sports Journalists Association. I'll speak to you because part of a profession that this week, by 3 of the 4 men who would lead our football, has been treated with a disrespect this country has never seen before. And tonight on this live, I am going to say what every honest sports journalist in this country is thinking, but most have not yet said aloud. Well, 3 candidates have tried to sabotage the SJAG debate, and the sports journalists of the Gambia will not forget it. Well, let me state the facts slowly, so no candidate can claim later they were misrepresented. Well, we begin with fact number 1. The Sports Journalists Association of the Gambia announced a presidential debate for the 13th of June 2026, more than 3 months ago. Well, Paradise Suites Hotel, 4 o'clock. All 4 candidates publicly invited. Well, fact number 2 is that all of the candidates, Sadibou Kamaso, Kemo Sise, Amadou Ellis Jaite, Colonel Musa Jame, only one has confirmed attendance. Sadibou Kamaso has said yes. Well, Kemo Sise has formally declined. His team, through their spokesperson, Musa Jame, he says that Kemo will not attend until after his manifesto launch. Well, that launch, Gambia, is scheduled for the 20th of June, 7 days after the debate. I want you to listen to that again. Well, Kemo Sise knew the SJAG debate before he picked the 20th of June for his launching. He chose a launch date that conflicts with the debate. And now his team uses that self-created conflict to refuse the debate. That is not a scheduling issue, Gambia. That is a calculated decision to avoid scrutiny while looking reasonable. And every Gambian journalist who reads this will recognize it for what it is. Well, Amadou Ellis Jaite has not confirmed. The SJAG's invitation sits unanswered. Well, Colonel Musa Jame has not confirmed. The SJAG's invitation sits unanswered. 3 candidates, 3 silences, 3 messages to the Gambian sports journalism profession that what we do does not really matter. And I am going to tell you tonight, Gambia, why I am angry. Not as Alasan, but as a journalist. I am angry because the SJAG is not a campaign rally. It is not a manifesto launch. It is not a friendly photo opportunity. The SJAG is the backbone of Gambian football coverage. Without the SJAG, your Scorpions are not reported on. Without the SJAG, your grassroots leagues exist in silence. Without the SJAG, the AFCON 2027 qualifiers in September will be a tournament no Gambian newspaper covers properly. I am angry because the journalists of the SJAG show up to matches nobody else covers. Stadium games in the rain, second division tournaments, women's football fixtures, school football, disability football, beach soccer. They show up week after week, year after year, for salaries that would shame any developed country, for respect that politicians never give them. I am angry because the SJAG spent weeks preparing this debate. The venue, the moderators, the questions, the logistics, the communications, the follow-ups, weeks of professional time, and 3 candidates, men who want to lead our football, cannot even spare 90 minutes to honor that preparation. Well, Gambia, these candidates want our coverage for their manifesto launches. They want our presence at their press conferences. They want our headlines for their announcements. But when we, the journalism profession, invite them to a debate they do not control, suddenly the calendar is too full. Suddenly the timing is wrong. Suddenly the manifesto must come first. Well, 3 candidates have told the sports journalist profession of this country in their actions what they think of our work. They have told us we exist to amplify them, not to question them. They have told us we were tools, not journalists. They have told us that we serve campaigns, not the country. And tonight, on this live, I am telling them we do not serve campaigns. We serve the Gambian people. And the Gambian people deserve to see all 4 of you in one room answering the hard questions tomorrow. Well, Kemo Sise, Amadou Ellis Jaite, Colonel Musa Jame, if you cannot face 4 Gambian journalists for 90 minutes in a hotel in Kololi, I really wonder how you will face FIFA in Zurich. I wonder how you will sit across the president of the Senegalese FA and negotiate transfer windows for our players. How will you handle the next stadium scandal with the foreign when the foreign press calls you for a comment at 3 a.m.? If you cannot stand on a stage with Sadibou Kamaso, a man who has confirmed because you are afraid of how you will look beside him, then you are telling the country in advance that you are not ready for the bigger stages of African football where there is no manifesto launch to hide behind. Well, the candidate who hides from the SJAG in June will hide from the AFCON press conference in October. The candidate who avoids the hard questions before the election will avoid them every day of his presidency. And the country will pay the price for the next 4 years. So tonight, Gambia, I'm joined by a man whose organization has been at the center of this storm. Well, Omar Jarju is the president of the Sports Journalists Association of the Gambia. Well, Omar will be here to speak for our profession, to tell the country what has happened behind closed doors, to explain what the SJAG's position is, and to answer the questions the Gambian football family deserves to have answered. Well, I want to tell you that Omar Jarju is not a politician. He is not a campaign spokesperson. He is a sports journalist defending a sports journalism organization. And tonight, the country will hear him. I want you to walk us through the timeline. 3 months ago or sometime in March, you announced this debate. So tell us what happened. How did you reach out to the candidates? Was it by writing, or just tell us how you reached out to them, and then what you really told the candidates this debate was about?
Thank you very much, once again, Alasan. It's definitely a pleasure to connect with you again after
Yeah,
so
thank
many
you.
years.
Thank you, Omar.
As an executive, when we decided to have this debate, I remember the idea even came uh, during my conversation with veteran sports journalist Jan Masan say.
Yeah,
Normally, I seek advices from him, Lamin Cham, Dudu Bojang, and others. These are the senior sports journalists in this country. So during our conversation with Tijan Masane, he said, Omar, look, you know what? I think the SJA should go ahead and organize a debate. At least we should have at least 3 debates before the elections. I told him, Dad, I think it's going to be difficult to have 3 debates before the elections, but let's try 2. All right.
yeah,
And then I spoke with the executive about this idea, and it was approved.
yeah,
That is a good idea to bring candidates to come forward and discuss ideas, talk about their plans and vision for Gambian football.
yeah,
We went ahead to announce that. 1 week after announcing it, we reached out officially to all the candidates that came out, showing interest for the top job in Gambian football.
yeah,
We wrote to them officially. Uh, After writing to them, I am a calling Kimo because I have a relationship with him.
yeah,
You know, I called him to say, look, we are doing this, and we've sent you an invitation. But from now on, we are going to set up an independent candidate, which I will even talk about later why this even commission, sorry, independent commission came about.
yeah,
Uh, he said he did not see the email.
yeah. It
I
started.
said
It
to
started
him,
right there.
yes. I said, okay, but we've sent this, I think, sometime last week. Please check in your junk. So
Yeah,
according to him, he said that he met someone at the bank somewhere that said, oh, you guys are going for the debate. And in fact, he was not even aware of that SGAG is organizing a debate. I
okay.
told him, of course, we did write to all of you. Please check your email. So while on the phone, he checked in his junk. He said, oh, here, it's here. The email is here. So it's right in my junk. And we are going to reply to you. And, we spoke nicely about Gambian football
Mm,
and the importance of this debate. And that was it.
yeah,
Um, for Musa Jame, who I also have a relationship with, a very good one for that matter, on a professional level.
yes,
I engaged him on WhatsApp. I didn't have his email then. I asked for his email. He sent me his email, and then we sent uh, the the uh, the letter to him.
mm,
For Amadou, I did not call him because, to be honest with you, as an executive, we did not see his candidature. as a serious one.
Okay.
That being the case, some of the executive members even decided not to write to him, but part of us also said, you know what, for posterity purposes,
Yeah.
we have to also write to him. Hence, he came out public to show interest.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, just one or three people took his candidature very, very seriously. The same thing goes to Mr. Kamaso Stadibu.
Yeah.
We wrote to him. I think it took him 24 hours to reply to our email
Wow.
that he is ready to participate in this debate, and by extension also commending the initiative taken by the SJAG. So that is where we started.
Yeah.
Moving forward, we were doing follow-ups because time was going. Now I told the body we have to be careful with this debate because um, most of us are media officers with these clubs.
Yeah.
In one way or the other, we are conflicted,
Yes.
depending on how we see conflict of interest. Because Gambia sometimes we abuse this word conflict of interest, conflict of interest.
Yeah.
So for me, what I did as the president of the SJG, when I came new, the first meeting, I told every executive member that no member in the executive should be part of any political group, be it in a convention or in our sports.
Yes.
All of us will stay neutral, all of us will stay independent to preserve our integrity.
Yeah.
And that was respected. Because before me assuming the SJAG position, I was part of a club.
Yes.
I was a club vice president with Elite United.
Okay.
Now, with that, I have a vote. Okay?
Yeah.
And that is why I said we have to go ahead. I don't have to be in the commission overseeing these elections. Monlamin, you are not. KB, you should not. Big Sam, you should not, even though you are not part of any club
Yeah.
or you are not executive members. But just to stand clear on integrity line,
Yeah.
we have to go in for an independent commission that is going to oversee this debate. And that is how we
Yes.
set up this debate. And we went for Famara. Famara, we know how respected he is, a
Yes.
guy of great character, so much integrity, understands sports.
Yeah.
Fatumata Sise, the same. I mean, the entire commission, we all know they have a proven track record.
Yeah, absolutely. They are really commendable, really,
Exactly.
people of high caliber when it comes to Gambia, So absolutely, there is no question about it. But
Exactly.
Omar, I just want to come in there. People I have heard in Gambia, these are just rumors, but everything
Mhm.
starts, with before the fire comes, there is a smoke.
Now,
I heard that some of the candidates, the excuses that they are given is that they don't trust the panel that you have set up, and I just cannot understand that. I just know that this is just excuses. That they don't trust the panel that you have set up. But when we look at Famara and Fatumata and Lagami and Mohammed, Esba, uh,
mhm.
can you tell us? I know you were coming there, but tell us, how did you come to the final conclusion that these are the people that you will go with? Were there more? Were there more on the list, and then you
Yeah,
cut them down to these four? How did you really come down to the final four?
I can tell you there were more because Alasan, I've worked so hard
Yeah.
with my reputation and integrity to be here today.
Yes.
And the last thing that I joke with is my integrity.
Yeah.
I have sacrificed a lot during my heydays as a sports journalist
Yeah.
to be here today. And that is why we had a long list of potential candidates. Some of them are even lawyers.
Yeah.
Abdullah Fati came to mind. He's a human rights lawyer, but so passionate about sports. Aissatou Senghor also. These are all lawyers. Modulamin Ba, who also is a sports lawyer. They all came to mind.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, as an executive, we said, look, let's confirm these names. That is Famara, Fatumata, and others.
Yeah.
Fatumata also does sports, whilst when she was a JAG, yes. So actually, that was the reason. But just to come to your point of some of the candidates coming to question the commission, and that I find so disrespectful. And one of the camps, I spoke to them because I have friends in one of those camps.
Yeah.
So the email I'm gonna mention from Kemo's camp.
Yeah.
First, they said we have to change the commission because they believe these commissioners know nothing about sports and what they're doing.
Okay.
And then they
that's
even
strange.
The audacity in the letter had to even say bring in Peter Gomez and bring in Lamin Cham.
Okay.
Okay. I said, okay. Now this is becoming so unserious because you are not only giving us your opinion, which I will respect,
Yeah.
but nobody dictates what we do as an independent body.
Yes.
All right. I called Kemo, but he did not pick. I wanted to speak to him directly.
Yeah.
About what I think. But I spoke to somebody close to him.
Yeah.
I told him, look, I know Kemo is a good guy.
Yeah.
I remember when I went to GFF, when we were first elected, because then the GFF were seeing us as different people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I met Kemo at the corridors of the GFF.
Yeah.
He said to me, Omar, I know you. Calm down. My people are ready for you people.
Okay.
And I went very, very crazy. I said, Kemo, don't say that to me again. It's good that you know me and you're giving me heads up. But you know exactly that I am not scared of the truth. Because I told you.
Yeah.
So if they're ready for us, that is us. But we are going there to talk as professionals,
Yeah.
and as good people, and as Gambians.
Yeah.
And after the meeting, he told me, you spoke well, Omar, because I know my guys were ready for you. They were ready to tell you, do this, they will tell you that, for that. So that's the relationship I have with Kemo. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this guy, I told him, you guys that are so close to Kemo, don't allow him to pick a fight with the sports press.
Yeah. It's not really necessary, and it's not a very wise choice to do.
Yeah. And I told this guy this. I said, oh, you're not facing Omar. Okay, you might have a problem with Omar, but Omar is not going to be even asking you questions.
Yeah.
And Omar has no influence over Famara. I have no influence over Fatumata. I have no influence over MS or Nagami.
Exactly.
And I can tell you, whatever is happening in that commission, it was just yesterday that Famara called me just to look at the program guide.
Yeah.
To say this is the program guide. Because the AIPS president is participating in this debate by sending a video message.
Wow.
So he was asking me, where do we slot this portion?
Yeah.
That was the only moment I had from this debate commission.
Wow.
Okay? I mean, you ask them, they will tell you.
Yeah.
All right? So I spoke to this guy. I said, advise Kemo. Tell him to come to this debate and talk about his programs and vision for Gambian football.
Yes.
Okay? He has served so many years in Gambian football.
Yes.
A debate should not be a problem for a candidate like him.
No,
He
absolutely
can do
not.
better than this.
Yeah.
Say, yeah, I'll talk to him. You are right. I'll talk to him. You are right. And we spoke very well. I don't know if the guy had spoken to him or not,
Yeah.
but that was my case. Falcons, I also engaged him, I think, 4 days ago. Even though we were waiting, I tried to explain to them. He told me, Omar, I am doing my consultation still with my team,
Yeah.
and I will get back to you. I did not get back to him. All right. So for Amadou's case, they also wrote a much more similar email with Kemo.
Yeah.
But quite funny. The guy who signed the email is a very good brother, Mr. Al Bojang. He's in the UK.
Yeah.
I reached out to him 2 days ago. I expressed my disappointment in the content of the letter, and what I told him, I'm not going to say everything,
Yeah.
but I'll tell you two things. That Al himself knows exactly that his candidate is not taking this election seriously. So as a professional, as a matured person, you cannot be that mediocre endorsing a candidate that you yourself know that is not real, genuine British candidature.
Yeah.
So I expressed my disappointment in him. So if it was not even questioning SJAG, you guys are conflicted, you guys are that, I said, you are insulting people and you're not even serious of what you're doing.
Yeah.
And he said, no, boy, I have the right to support what I want. I said, okay, you have the right. But don't question the credibility of professionals. They have done so much to protect their career.
Yeah.
All right. So that was it with them. For Sadibu, we have no problems with Sadibu's candidature. And I have to commend him.
Yeah.
His professionalism, his coolness has really, really, really been quite impressive.
Yeah.
With the commission and, of course, with the executive of the SJAG. And that is what we need as a country and as leadership for football development in this country.
Yes. Well, Omar, thank you very much for going, deep into that, because I just wanted to establish, the means that were used to invite, these candidates. And they responded, it was, at first excuses. I haven't seen the email. I have to talk to my camp. These are just ridiculous, excuses to just give people. So just yesterday, when I posted this, that I will be live and with Omar Jarju, so you will be answering some questions. Team Kemo Cisse, the spokesperson that is in the UK, Musa Jame, he wrote and said that Kemo will only attend the debate after his manifesto launch. That is on the 20th. That is on the 20th of this month. That is like 7 days after the debate. So what do you really think of that? Because Kemo knew about the SJAG debate like some 3 months ago, and he knew about the date, which is slated for the 13th, that is tomorrow. And he deliberately chose 20th of June to be his manifesto launching. So he said now he's hiding behind, I cannot go to the debate before I launch my manifesto. Don't you really see that, someone is really trying to hide behind manifesto launch? Is that not really ridiculous, excuse?
First and foremost, I want to commend Musa Jame. I don't know him personally. I watched his interview with you.
Yeah. He's
a very
really okay
intelligent,
guy. Yeah, yeah.
yes, very, very, very smart guy.
Very
I have
open
not
and all
interacted,
that. Yes.
exactly. I have not interacted with him, but listening to him, his interview with you, I can really
Yeah.
conclude that he's
Yeah.
a very genuine guy, very
Yeah.
conscious guy. So it's quite unfortunate
Mm.
that we are not having any debate after his manifesto launching. And the irony is, we came well before they picked a date for the
Mm.
manifesto launch.
Mm.
And it could have been quite respectful for Gambian sports journalism
Yeah.
to honor this date and do it well before, or well after, or well before, sorry,
Mm.
our debate. Because we did this announcement 4 months ago.
Yeah.
All right. So if Mr. Jana comes to say that we can only participate in the debate after the manifesto launch, that clearly tells you that they are not willing and ready to participate in this debate,
Yeah.
which we have to respect.
Mm.
We have no problems with that. But you can't advance flimsy excuses or hide behind very lame
Yeah.
statements to excuse yourself from this debate. That is quite unfortunate.
Mm.
It's fine.
Yeah.
So that for me, it shouldn't be something that should be out there.
Yeah.
In as much as we respect the team's camp of not coming,
Mm.
but I will also not accept, like I told the executive, I will not accept anybody from anywhere
Yeah.
to disrespect the SJAG and Gambian sports journalism, particularly the events that we do
Yeah.
as sports journalists to promote good governance and transparency in our sports.
I want to understand for the 3-4 months that you have announced this debate, I want to know how much resource has the SJAG invested in preparing this debate? I want you to tell the country about the venue because it's not for free. I don't think so. The panel preparations, the logistics, so the
Mhm.
Gambians can understand the weight of what is being abandoned, by the candidates
Yeah.
who refuse to attend. So I just wanted to know about this because the resources that are involved, it can be massive, and the Gambian people have to know that you have prepared for this for the last 3-4 months. Sometimes you even had sleepless nights, just to make this happen.
Mhm.
How big, of a blow is this to the SJAG, the candidates refusing to attend? Because that's how I will use it. They refuse to attend. There is no other word. They just refuse
Mhm.
to attend, or they are just hiding behind manifesto lunches, or they are hiding behind this group of people, the panel. They are not really good enough. So if you are good enough to run for Gambian football presidency, I think that panel that we have put together, they are an absolute capable, panel that we have also put out there. So Omar, tell us about the resources involved, and all the logistics and everything that you probably have put into this debate so it works.
Yeah, so that is a very good question, Alasan. I
Mm.
can tell you a lot of resources
Yeah,
have gone to this event. And just unfortunately, the SJG, we are not
yeah,
a rich association.
yeah,
We're looking for partners.
yeah,
We have only one that is Hamdan Kasiran, who helped with branding and stage decoration and all this.
yeah,
But apart from that, everything, the whole, I think Paradise would have charged us around 60,000,
yeah,
came from the association. And iAfrica also, media partner. We have to also fix few logistics with them that has gone up to around 10,000.
yeah,
Uh, and then we also have to, at the end of the job, a token of appreciation to all the commissioners. So all this is coming from the coffers of the association. But for me and for the executive,
yeah,
that is not the problem. It's not a lose for us.
mm.
For us, as far as there is a candidate that has honored our invitation
Yeah.
and willing to speak to Gambians. It is a win for us already.
Yeah.
Some of us knew that is going to be difficult, and I will tell you why it is going to be difficult briefly,
Yeah.
which I will extensively talk about tomorrow during my speech at the debate, because it is time to communicate to Gambians.
Yeah.
It is time to communicate to stakeholders directly.
Yes.
You cannot be responsible to shape the future of Gambian football whilst you hide behind flyers and nice statements. That we should not accept. Secondly, since yesterday I was talking to media chiefs and editors,
Yeah.
and the only question that they asked me, Omar, what role can we play in these GFF elections? And I'm going to tell you this, Alasan.
Yes. Please.
Most, if not all, the media chiefs
Yes.
are very bitter with the actions of these candidates.
And they should. They have every right to. And I am
And
happy
you
that
wouldn't even
they
believe
are.
it.
Yes.
I have to calm two of them
Okay.
to tell them, let's calm down. As journalists, we cannot be emotional. At the end of the day, we have to make sure we are calm,
Yeah.
collected, and execute our job independently. But then again,
Yeah.
as a media, we will make sure that we play our role adequately for the betterment of Gambian football.
Yes.
And this message, till August, will continue to ring in the ears of all the candidates and Gambians.
Yes.
Okay? As sports journalists, it is over in this country that we sit and watch certain people feel so entitled and decide whatever they want to decide for the growth of this game. We will play our role as watchdogs, independently, fairly, and utmost integrity. That we will not compromise. All right? So running away from debates, it's fine. We don't have any problem with that. But we will not also accept. And somebody told me, a banker, boy, you need a discredit. They cannot discredit us. We've worked so hard in career.
Yeah.
Kenn musuñu dégg si lu ñàkk fayda. Kenn musuñu dégg si saaka. Kenn musuñu dégg si wax fen.
Yeah.
Kenn musuñu wax si nobody.
Yeah.
And that is the respect that we want to carry. Ba Yàlla jël suñu bakkan.
Yes.
And nobody can dare challenge that. So nobody can discredit Gambian sports journalism. All right? What I want to say in there, finally, in that topic, Moy, ñun as watchdogs, we will take our stance.
Yes.
Any candidate who failed to honor this debate, you don't see the SJAG and sports journalists as your partners.
Exactly. That's clear.
And ñun, we will take our stance as an association. Because you cannot shy away from such a transparent initiative and you go around texting members, inviting them for your manifesto launch or whatever. It all comes down to the SJAG.
Yeah.
And wallahi, we are all with one voice. Man awma doole de.
Yeah.
Waaye nit ñi dañ ma jox cër ci dëkk bi.
Yeah.
When I tell a point editor, don't go to this event, it's because it's not in the best interest of Gambian sports journalism. Can do them. Nobody is going to go. But ñun duñ fa dem, duñ àgg ci that stage. We will exercise professionalism and then we make sure we protect the integrity of Gambian sports journalism. Anybody who stands to discredit Gambian sports journalism, even my mother, even my father, loolu du am.
the three candidates that have looked you in the eye and have the audacity and tell you, we are not coming to your debate. Kemo will be launching his manifesto on the 20th. And these are the same journalists that, will run, to the launching, so they can have stories, so they can cover for the newspapers or for their, media houses. If sports journalists of the Gambia decide to really, don't go to Kemo's launching, are you going to back that?
Yes. When we spoke about this at an executive level, because we spoke about this at the executive level,
Yes.
and then 6 media houses, their reporters, wallahi, called me to say, Omar, what is our stand?
Yeah.
Because we cannot accept this. And someone even said, please write a statement tonight
Yes.
and urge all of us to stay out. I have to calm them.
Yeah.
Like what happened during the, I think a few months ago when the GFF came out to say, describe me as one Omar Jarju.
Yeah.
It was a very heated one on the page.
Yeah.
Some of the colleagues will tell you.
One Omar
That,
Jarju, this sports
yes.
journalist you're calling one Omar Jarju
Yeah.
from Talinding or
So they wanted to, exactly, they wanted to boycott all the GFF events there and there. I
Yeah.
had to tell them,
Yeah.
we are not picking a fight with anybody.
Yeah.
Okay? So we owe it to Gambian people and Gambian sports. Let's not do that. Let's be collected and be professional. But your question, Alasan, going to not only Kemwa,
Yeah, no,
it includes
yeah.
Musa Jame,
Musa and Amadou, yes.
Kemo and Musa. Well, for Amadou, I don't want to stress more on Amadou because
yeah, but for now,
he has not announced anything yet.
Yes, for now we just include him. Yes, for now we just include him.
Okay. So now let's say the candidates.
Yeah.
I have to be honest with you, I felt so disrespected that they did not come to this debate. But should we boycott all their events? That is also a very good question.
Yes.
For me, I am going to talk to my colleagues, ask them what exactly they think about this issue. If all of them want to boycott, that is fine.
Yeah.
I'm not a media. I'm not an editor to all of them.
Yeah.
Maybe their management will say, okay, go and cover, the other person goes and cover. But as an SJAG, I know if we take a stand, because we have this good relationship with all the media chiefs, it will be honored.
Yeah.
All right? But is it in the good faith of Gambian football and Gambian sports? We have to ask that. Secondly, what you cannot even come and say and defend in a debate. You want an SJAG member to go to your manifesto so you can have it the easy way.
Yeah.
No hard question. Okay? You go and read your manifesto and go home. And now the SJAG is giving me a platform to say, come and give your manifesto, good questions, defend them, and then you go home.
Yeah.
So what is the problem with that? So as members and as an executive, we talked about this, but we have not decided on boycotting. We have not decided on that. We are far more than that.
Yeah.
We will not boycott anybody. One thing I know, we will not also allow anybody to disrespect us. And by not allowing that, anything that it takes to preserve and protect and continue earning our respect as sports journalists, we will do it.
Yeah. Well, Omar, you as a professional and the head of the Gambia Sports Journalists Association, you can only, be here and say good things about, the organization that you lead. And I really respect that. And that is exactly how a leader and a president, should talk. This debate, Omar, there were so many Gambians that were looking forward to it. Like the whole country were looking forward to this debate because it is the only platform that have Sadibu, Kemo, Colonel Musa Jame, and Amadou, on one single stage for the whole country to see how they will react under pressure and how they will comport themselves, when asked questions that the country wants to hear. So everybody was looking forward to this. You talk about the disrespect. It's so real, that it makes me really, the blood boils really inside that I don't have to see these candidates, talking about football and debating about football. So a lot of candidates also thought, when we do the cross examinations, these people probably they will attack my personality. But no, the Gambia Sports Journalists Association is not going to attack anybody. The panelists are not going to attack anybody. We just want to fight about the policies and fight about the vision that we have for Gambian football. Your personality, that is out in the open, and everybody can read on the newspapers what you have done, so people can read that. But this debate was an opportunity. And I am telling you, this was an opportunity for Kemo. Kemo can talk. I've spoken to Kemo. And when Kemo talks to you, you know this guy can talk. So it's not about Kemo, Munutawa, Hamgarek, or whatever. No, it's not that. Why he didn't attend, only God knows. But his media team, to be honest, they have not really done him any favor. The people that are behind Kemo, they haven't done him any favor. Because if I was behind Kemo, and I really want Kemo to win the GFF elections, and Kemo, trust me, I will tell him, this is your opportunity to face the Gambian people. Let them know that you are not scared, to answer to the questions of the panel, and you just answer it to the best of your ability. You've been at GFF for 25 good years. Before even some of us were born, you were working at Football House. Does it really have to take one debate to just ruin all that? It's not really necessary. You lose a lot by not attending, but you gain a lot by just going there. And even if you cannot answer questions that the panel throw at you, it's no shame to say, no, I don't know, I don't want to answer that question, we move to the next.
Very well.
So the media team, to be honest, I don't know who they are, but they haven't really advised him right. And Kemo,
my boy is one of them, Ibrahim Adabo, who he knows me very well.
Yes.
And I know him. And I spoke to him extensively about this debate. For me, Alasan, that's the approach I always use.
Yeah.
I give you the benefit of the doubt. Even Amadou's guy, Al, when he came to Gambia, I was away.
Yeah.
All right. So he went to Steve, the club owner, to say, he asked about me. So Steve told him that Omar is away, but he's going to be here in 2 days. The day I arrived, I called him to say, guy, I'm here. Let's have a time together, or let's have lunch together. But unfortunately, I think that day it wasn't possible. So all of these people, they know exactly what we stand for, what SJAG stands for, that we will not accept. Alasan, even let me tell you, this debate, there are a lot of companies, 2, 3, that were willing to support this debate. Why billahi, wallahi tallahi, I rejected all of them.
Wow.
And then because I'm on holiday.
Yeah.
But because of when they inject their money in this debate, it is going to affect us morally. It
Yeah.
is going to affect our integrity. And the same things have been happening. Even when we were going to Dakar, some of them were taking 40 journalists. Yala reka ham.
Yeah.
How we managed to take 40 journalists,
Yeah.
house them and transport them. Nobody in this country, be it players law, nobody. Come and say Omar Musnama Talo ni
Wow.
ne may ñu dugal. Any SJG member who does that, we've tried it. Someone tried it
Yeah.
before our trip to Senegal. Yeah, well, what would have known?
Wow.
Put one how you respect swing integrity, Mr. Malo. We don't joke with it.
Yeah.
So these candidates, none of them can discredit SJE. Admit,
Yeah.
none of them. They're ego new fee, all fee.
Yeah.
I swear to the Holy Quran.
Yeah.
We respect them, all of them, but they can never discredit this. As far as I am the head, wallahi, as far as I am the head, nobody can discredit the SJG.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah. So Omar, Musa wrote on the comments, and said that Kemo respects the SJAG and he will face them. When the journalists attend, when they attend his launching, then they can ask him questions. I don't understand. We are talking about tomorrow, the biggest platform, the biggest stage. We want Kemo to attend. And now you're telling us on the 20, when the journalists come, then they can ask Kemo questions and Kemo will answer them. This is really not.
I think our good brother Musa. No, I understand his position.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Musa is helping
Musa,
Kemo. He helps Kemo
yes,
a lot, to be honest, on the media
his
side of
wish,
things. Yeah.
yeah, because he is aware.
Yeah.
I listen to this guy. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
he is quite aware of the dynamics.
Yeah. He
I
knows.
listen to him.
Yeah.
So now, ndax bi dafa tuuru ndox bi tuuru na de
Yeah.
te mënuñ koo for Musa mu ngi bëgg a for ndox bi
Yeah.
te ndox bi
Want
tuuru
to
na.
make it
So you cannot
nice.
say journalists nañ dem si manifesto bi and then dañ dem ask in there ñun ñoo oote.
Yeah.
You have to come.
Yeah.
So you cannot say, well, let the SJG members come. They ask the same question. SJG members are not even running this debate.
Yeah.
And the commissioners, after this debate, they don't have time with any candidate. They're going with their works. They don't have time.
Yeah.
So in as much as I respect Mr. Jammeh's decision and his interventions, I am quite sorry. And it's quite unfortunate that Kemo of all people, Mr. Jammeh of all people,
Yeah.
it's not willing. They are not willing to come to this very important debate. And now I received, as I'm talking to you, from a respected sports journalist, Pamudu Fan. How about Hangover? He was with Jertes.
Yeah, I know Pamudu Fan.
He did a strong video, which the media team will even drop very soon.
Yeah.
Talking directly to these candidates, asking them, why are you running away from such an important event?
Yeah. It's very sad.
Tigan Masanafise did his video, I saw it.
Yeah.
Lamin Cham also spoke to me in the morning, last night. I also saw his video. They're all furious.
Yeah.
They're angry.
Yeah.
That these people are not honoring. But in the other way, they're also trying to discredit a body that is so clean.
Yeah.
It's so clean.
Yeah, but the point is, SJAG, there is nobody that can discredit the SJAG. That's really not possible, So anyway, Omar, I just want to say thank you so much. The debate confirmed that the debate is going ahead tomorrow, whether Kemo, Amadou, or Colonel Musa Jammeh turns up, it doesn't matter. As long as Sadibu turns up, the debate is going ahead and you will give Sadibu the platform to talk to the Gambian people because hate him or love him, he responded and respected the Gambia Sports Journalists Association. I want you, before you close, Omar, talk to the stakeholders directly. What the repercussions and consequences of this is.
Sadibu, he will be on the positive side of history as far as Gambian football is concerned. He has availed himself at all times that the SJAG. No. SJAG is even organizing this debate for the first time. The previous debate wasn't organized by the SJAG. In fact, he was the only candidate on the podium. That also speaks a lot about his stance in Gambian football, the transparency, the good governance, and the vision that he had. We could have said the same thing to Kemo, the same thing to Amadou, the same thing to Musa, if they definitely stand like how Sadibu is standing now, as far as this debate is concerned. The other thing is the stakeholders. We have a very big job to do as stakeholders because Gambian football, you say it or not, is at crossroads. So it's either we do the right thing, and doing the right thing is reflecting. Today, don't vote because of personal interest. Don't vote because I know Sadibu. Don't vote because I know Kemo. Don't vote because Amadou or Falcons is my friend. Vote because of you want to see your region develop. Vote because you want to see your region have proper infrastructure. Vote because you want to have a proper blueprint for the development of Gambian football, women's football, grassroots. Okay? Now, the league. Let's look at the Gambian league. Is it at a good stage? Let's be honest to each other. No.
Absolutely not.
Not. The regional football associations. Do you even have proper offices to do your day-to-day job? No, you don't have. Okay? Do you even have the mobility to be traveling from one place to another in the execution of your job? You've been promised that several years. Do you have that? No, you don't have.
Exactly.
Okay? So what we do is, these regional heads, when it comes to elections, they take you to Mauritania, they take you to Canada, they take you to Liverpool, they take you to Manchester, because of they want your vote. And now if Sadibu comes to you to say, I am taking you to Canada at this point in time, obviously you know it's because of he wants your vote. If Kemo comes to you, the same thing. If Musa Jame comes to you, the same thing. But it takes courage and very good sportsmanship to reflect, to say, Monday, region Monica Sumaganaw. I'll say this in all of Alasan.
Do. Please.
Region, go, deka, Monica Sumaganaw. Man, kata bundo buma ameni. Alasan amuko, Omar amuko, Bubu amuko, man rek mako am. Ke man ma waro dogal on behalf of man suma region. Kon man war luma def, war na si seet yalla. Ak nekku suma personal interest. Lulu region bu ko def, club bu ko def, you will going to see change in Gambian sports, Gambian football. Why, as far as you as stakeholders, voting stakeholders, ñu ngi xool Kemo soo winee naka la ban place nga ma jox Sadibu soo winee ndax dinaa mën a nekk fële. We will continue to sink. We will continue to suffer as a country. So Lolu is a message to all the stakeholders. So them to that ballot box. Reflect on sa jarbat, reflect on sa dom, reflect sa yaay, sa papa, ak sa brother, sister bi nga xamantene ni mu ngi yaakaar si football bi pour tekki, okay, jubilate, am ndam, di kontaan like any other countries. That vote decides that.
Yeah.
So you cannot go there and sell your vote. Don't do that. Lolo is my message to the stakeholders.
Yeah.
Wallahi, these elections, it's very, very important.
Yeah.
It's
make or
very,
break.
very, very, very important.
Yeah.
You know, then what we can do, why wish all the candidates well.
Yeah.
Because kuneka intention being moy develop Gambian football.
Yeah.
Why stakeholders si kuneka hamna kan moy kan.
Yeah.
Kon yo so toge wait, give it to the right person.
Yeah.
So sadi bu ñëwé mu ne ah boy dina la def lolé naka la ni te gëmulo si ay policier ne du déggu bul xaar mu dem sax parce que man gëmuma li nga wax.
Yeah.
Kémo su la ñëwé mu ne la ni ak ni you know exactly, you know, Falcon the same thing. So ñun we should not be complacent, mënu ñoo compromise suñ votes.
Yeah.
Ba pare Gambian stakeholders yi xamante nañ bu baax.
Yeah.
They know who can do what and who cannot do what.
Exactly.
So anything luñ def rek mo ñom la né.
Wow.
You know. So on that note, I want to urge them for them to vote wisely. Remember country first and not personal friendship and loyalty.
Yeah.
If not, the next mistake we're going to do, it is going to be a disaster for Gambian football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Omar, I just want to say thank you because you have represented the Sports Journalists Association with integrity. I just want to say thank you for the work you and your members do every week for our football. And thank you for being on this live tonight. The stakeholders, some of the stakeholders, do you know who is coming and who is not?
Yes, so we've invited all the clubs, the first and second division clubs.
Yeah.
We've also invited some stakeholders, not primary stakeholders, but
Yeah.
in fact, to me, they are the most important stakeholders, the fans.
Yeah.
These are the people that buy their tickets to watch games. They buy jerseys of vintage teams and others. These are the people that we even want to see fill the hall tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. So on that note, in fact, at some point, we want to make it open. You know, so those that are listening to me right now, and they want to attend this debate tomorrow, can definitely come Paradise Suites Hotel at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Right now, I am going there because the logistics team is working hard.
Yeah.
I just want to go there and see them.
And confirm
with the decoration and everything. But I want to also thank you, Alasan.
Yeah.
You know, for the amazing job that you're doing. I know, you have a huge following in Gambian sports. You've done your part in Gambian sports. You've been continue to be a household name. I know Paradise FM before.
Yeah.
The morning voice was all over town. And that I want to sincerely commend you also for the job that you are doing for Gambian sports. Nobody is paying you for what you are doing. You are not receiving anything for what you are doing. And that is why I want to sincerely commend you. You are doing everything for the betterment of Gambian football. Continue doing the job that you are doing. And we are definitely here to support you and to back you and to make sure we go toe to toe for the betterment of our game. Thank you so much. And to everybody that was listening or watching, I want to comment, and of course I want to apologize also if I have offended anybody in one way or the other with my contribution and with my thoughts. I am quite apologizing. But all undone has been said in good faith in the interest of Gambian football and Gambian sports.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Omar. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, Gambia, that was Omar. The Gambia Sports Journalists Association has spoken. Well, now I speak for the Gambian sports journalism profession. And I have 3 messages, one for each candidate who has not yet honored this debate. Well, I begin with Kemo Sise. I speak to you with the respect due to a man who has served Gambian football for 25 years. Well, Brother Kemo, with respect, your team's position does not stand. You knew that the debate was scheduled for on the 13th of June. Well, you knew it before. You choose on the 20th of June for your manifesto launch. You choose a conflict that you now use as an excuse. And here is the question I ask you publicly tonight. If your manifesto is ready enough to launch on the 20th of June, why is it not ready enough to defend tomorrow? A leader knows his vision before he prints it. A leader speaks his ideas before he stages them. A leader can defend his platform in any room on any day. You've been in Gambian football since before some of us were born, Kemo. You should be the first candidate confirmed for this debate, not the one hiding behind a launch date you yourself created. Well, Amadou, I also speak to you with the respect due to the youngest candidate in this race. Well, brother, your silence is the most disappointing of all. You ran on the platform of fresh leadership, new blood, a break from the old ways. You promised the country a new kind of football administration. But what is fresh leadership that hides from Gambian journalists? What is the new blood that runs from questions? What is a new generation of football administrator who cannot even respond to a debate invitation that has sat on your desk for 3 months? Well, Brother Amadou, your campaign is dying in silence. Every day that passes without you confirming, the rumors about your future grows louder. About your alleged plans to join another camp. About whether you are even serious. About whether you have the courage of the convictions you declared in April. So, Amadou, show the country that you are real, or step aside and let serious candidates take the stage. Well, Colonel Musa Jame, I speak to you with the respect due to a senior officer of the Gambia Armed Forces. Well, Musa, your silence is the most surprising. You are a soldier, a man who has spent his career in disciplined institutions where orders are followed, where schedules are kept, where communications are clear, and silence is not an option. And yet, Musa Jame, on the most public moment of your entire football administration career, you have been silent. No confirmation, no engagement at all with the journalism profession of this country. Well, brother, with respect, Senior officers of the Gambia Armed Forces do not hide. No. Senior officers of the Gambia Armed Forces do not hide. They face fire. They lead from the front. They show up. The SJAG invitation sat on your desk for 3 months. One day from the debate, the country still does not know if you're coming. Well, that is not the conduct of a man preparing to lead Gambian football. So, Colonel Musa, you have an explanation to do. And you need to do it in your own words. Why a soldier in your position has been silent for 3 months. Well, 3 candidates, Gambia. 3 silences. 3 messages from the Gambia sports journalism profession. And the clock just keeps on ticking all the time. Now, I want to speak directly to my fellow sports journalists across this country. Well, every man and woman who carries a press badge in Gambian football. To my brothers and sisters at GRTS Sports, at The Standard, at The Point newspaper, at The Voice, at Kerfatu, at Paradise FM, at Star TV, Gainako, well, at every newspaper, every radio station, every television channel, every digital platform, every podcast that covers Gambian football, I want you to hear me tonight. Well, 3 candidates have decided that the journalism profession of this country is beneath them when it comes to scrutiny. They will not face our debate. They will not face our questions. They will not face the panel we designed to test their fitness for the highest office in Gambian football. And yet, in the coming weeks, the same candidates are going to call you. They are going to invite you to their manifesto lunches. They are going to want you at their press conferences. They are going to demand your cameras at their photo opportunities. They are going to need our pens to write their headlines. Well, brothers and sisters of the press, brothers and sisters of Gambian sports journalism, when the day comes, you must remember this week. You must remember the empty chairs. And I make a public proposal to the SJAG and every sports journalist in the Gambia. I want you to hear it tonight, because I will keep saying it until it happens. Any candidate who refuses to participate in the SJAG presidential debate tomorrow without genuine and verifiable cause should be boycotted by the sports professionalism and the sports journalism in the Gambia. It doesn't matter whether it's a lunch. It doesn't matter whether it's a press conference. Between now and August, no coverage of their manifesto lunches, no reporters at their press conferences, no camera crews at their photo opportunities, no interviews on radio or television, No headlines in our newspapers. Nothing. Because journalism is a two-way street. You cannot use us to amplify your message while refusing to let us scrutinize the same message. You cannot demand our cameras when it suits you and reject our questions when it does not. You cannot have it both ways. Not in our profession. If they want our coverage, they must accept our scrutiny. If they reject our scrutiny, they should not expect our coverage. That is the basic transaction of a free and serious football journalism profession. And let me explain to you, Gambia, why this is not just about 3 candidates and 1 debate. If we allow it to happen this year, we set the precedent forever. We tell every future Gambia Football Federation candidate, we tell every future ministry official, we tell every future football administrator in this country that the SJAG debate is optional. That journalism is optional, that scrutiny is optional, that answering hard questions is something you do when it suits you. And 4 years from now, the next Gambia Football Federation election, every candidate will know they can skip the SJAG debate without consequences. 8 years from now, no SJAG debate will exist at all because nobody will show up because we taught them they did not have to. What we do this week, brothers and sisters, it will echo for a generation. That is the size of the moment we are in tonight. So I ask my fellow journalists tonight, are we going to be the generation that allowed the SJAG debate to die? Or are we going to be the generation that defended it? Are we going to be the journalists who accepted being treated as tools by campaigns? Or are we going to be the journalists who told the campaigns no? You answer to us because we answer to the country. It is your choice. It is our choice. Make it loud. We make it together and we make it stick. So Kemo Sise, Amadou LS Jaite, Colonel Musa Jame. Well, tonight you have heard a sports journalist speak. Tonight you've heard the president of the SJAG speak. Tonight you have heard the journalism profession of the Gambia speak. And tomorrow morning, you have a choice to make. The same choice you have had for 3 months. The same choice you keep avoiding. You can go to the debate. It is not too late. Or you have an explanation to do to the whole country why you cannot. Because I will talk to my team and get back to you. That is not a confirmation. That is not even an answer. I have to do my manifesto launch on the 20th before I can come to her on the 13th debate. You cannot hide behind manifesto launch. That is the choice. There is no third option. Silence is no longer acceptable to the Gambian football family. Silence is no longer acceptable to the Gambian sports journalism profession. Silence has been your answer for 3 months. It is no longer enough. And I will tell you, gentlemen, with no fear at all in my voice tonight, because tonight is not about my fear. Tonight is about your courage or your lack of it. If you confirm and walk into that debate hall tomorrow, the country forgives the silence and welcomes the engagement. If you do not, the country watches. The journalism profession watches. And in August, the delegates will remember. Well, to the delegates of the Gambia Football Federation who will cast the votes in August, hear me tonight. Not as a neutral journalist, but as a Gambian sports journalist who has watched our football for years. A candidate who hides from SJAG before the election will hide from journalists every day of his presidency. He will hide when the audit comes due. He will hide when the stadium scandal demands an answer. He will hide when AFCON qualifiers go badly. He will hide when CAF calls. He will hide when FIFA calls. He will hide when Gambian fans call. For 4 years. Do not give the highest chair in Gambian football to a man who is afraid of journalists. Do not reward avoidance with authority, stakeholders. Do not give the keys to Football House to a man who runs from a debate. The candidate who shows up tomorrow, whoever he is, has demonstrated the first quality of leadership. Courage to face the hard questions. The candidates who do not show up have demonstrated the first quality of weak leadership, and that is the fear of accountability. Well, delegates, you decide the future of our football. And I want you to decide it with eyes open. Decide it remembering this week. Decide Gambian football in August, remembering the empty chairs tomorrow. And to every Gambian on this live tonight, let me say one more thing. Personally, in the weeks ahead, 3 candidates will be very unhappy with this life. Their teams will reach out. Their supporters will attack me online. Their spokespersons will accuse me of bias. Their campaigns will whisper that I am working for someone else. All of that is coming. I have been around long enough to know that. And tonight, before any of that begins, let me say something clearly before every camp. I am not working for anyone. And on this life, on every life, for the rest of this election cycle, I will defend my profession and ask the hard questions of every candidate, including the one who has confirmed. I'll not be intimidated. I will not be bored. And I will not be silenced. Well, if you're a candidate watching this and you have a problem with my journalism, you know where to find me. Come on this live. Answer my questions. Show your face. This is the only way to change my mind. Not threats, not pressure, not whispers. Journalism. Well, Gambia, tomorrow, June the 13th, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, in a conference hall at the Paradise Suites Hotel in Kololi, the Sports Journalists Association of the Gambia will host the most important debate in our football history. How many of the 4 chairs are filled? We will see together. Whoever fills his chair will earn the country's respect. Whoever leaves his chair empty will earn the country's memory. And in August, those memories will sit in the hands of every delegate who cast a vote. Tonight was not a neutral show. Tonight was a profession refusing to be treated as a tool. Tonight was the SJAG refusing to be sabotaged. And from this night forward, brothers and sisters, hear me. There is no neutrality on this life when journalism itself is under attack. There is only principle. The principle that this country deserves leaders who can answer the hard questions. The principle that our profession deserves respect, not contempt. The principle that the children of Gambian football deserve a federation president brave enough to face the press. For the boy in Basse, for the girl in Brikama, for the Queen Scorpions, for the Scorpions abroad, for every Gambian who has ever loved this football. We deserve leaders who have the courage to be questioned. And we deserve journalists with the courage to ask the questions. My name is Alasan Balo. Tonight was the empty chairs. Tonight was the night a Gambian sports journalist said enough. To Omar Jarju and the SJAG, I want you to hold the line. The country is with you. To Sadibu Kamaso, thank you for honoring our invitation. The journalism profession will hold you accountable like every other candidate. To Kemo Sise, Amadou and the Colonel, the door is still open. The debate is tomorrow, 4 o'clock. There can never be a bigger platform in the whole of your campaign than tomorrow. Why can't you guys step majestically tomorrow, 4 p.m., stand, be questioned, share your vision and policies to the Gambian people? What are you hiding? What is it that you don't want to be asked about? And tomorrow you will make very beautiful flyers. Take good pictures. And write nice press conferences or press releases with your own team, making everything look good. When the opportunity arises to stand toe to toe with your fellow candidates, you do not honor that. The Gambian people will look at this and they will know that something is definitely not adding up. And to every sports journalist in the Gambia listening tonight, the proposal is on the table. Boycott every manifesto launch of every candidate who refuses to face our debate. I am begging you to send a message that will last a generation. Defend a profession that has defended Gambian football for decades. Good night, Gambia. The chairs are waiting tomorrow. The children are watching. And the journalism profession of this country will not be broken.